Okay guys, real quick, gonna just go do a gutter cleaning, gonna take you along for the ride. I had a coffee meeting this morning with a guy that's got a podcast. That was really fun, just making a new friend and probably be on his podcast, but also we just kind of talk shop, marketing, content, branding, all that kind of stuff, so that was helpful. So got this gutter cleaning job I'm gonna go do, and then after that, I got a coaching client. But take you along for the gutter cleaning, kind of talk through the process, and we'll get after it. Okay, so here's the house, gutter cleaning behind me here. A lot of trees, so chances are when I take a look at these gutters, they're gonna be pretty full. Just as I was suspecting. So, in this situation, I'm gonna get on the roof and go around and just scoop it up as I go. I'll wear gloves and goggles because I've gotten crap all over my face before. We've had a lot of heavy rain, so I can't just blow this out. I gotta dig it out. That'll be a part of the price. That's how it works. Okay, I got a trash bag with me, so that way when my bucket gets full, I can just dump. Look at this, there's literal weeds right here. This is crazy. Just gonna start with the big boy. I do like to start at the spouts. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm pulling weeds out of the ground. That is crazy. I need to have like a GoPro so you can see from my angle, my POV. So much dirt. Obviously, getting some gloves makes this a lot better. So if you're able to, get some gloves. Like, what is this dirt? That's what I'm always like. How is there just compost from the tree leaves? Years and years. Actually insane. I'm gonna have a lot of trash bags, but like these gutters have been basically pointless for years. My bucket is nearly full. This is wild. Worst one I've ever seen. Don't do a ton of gutters. I'm starting to pick up more. And overall, you're like pretty easy work. So if I get a call for it, I'm like, all right. Show up with my ladder, my bucket, my shovel, just get to town. And again, this is intense. My bucket is nearly full of dirt already, so it won't take long before I gotta empty it out. Unbelievable. I'm trying to decide which way to go. Legs are burning. It's just part of why I like to stay physically healthy too. Because then you come out here and it makes these jobs just a little bit easier. If I wasn't in shape, this would be impossible. All right. This is gonna be a project. I'm gonna fill so many bags. Don't miss the bag, Tim. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna put this bad boy in a time lapse. Well, hey, sorry guys. I got grinding so hard on this thing that I just stopped videoing. It was too hard to figure it out. I was on the roof a lot, just scooping out into the bucket over the grass areas. It actually had made really nice compost in the gutters because it was just decades probably of the leaves collecting, composting down, so it was really rich dirt, so I'd actually throw it out into the yard and then kind of spread it around. But just for frame of reference, this is all I used. Got it from Window Cleaner Resource. I don't know, it's like $7 to $12. I had a bucket, trash bags, and I had my ladders, so I'm gonna spray it all down. But yeah, that's an add-on. I'm gonna be honest that for quite a while I have kind of stayed away from. And this year I was like, you know, with a little bit more goals about growing, I was like, you know, I think I'll try to do some more gutter cleaning and stuff. And I gotta say, pretty worth it, you know. So that's a $450 job. It took me about 4.5 hours. So the way I was doing it there is I was just charging by the hour, and it was, otherwise I'd have charged by linear foot and figured out a good price point between $1 and $2. I don't know how everyone else is doing it, to be honest. But because it was such a thick amount of stuff, debris in the gutter, I was like, this is gonna take a long time, be a lot of work. And so that's kind of what the pricing came down to, and that's how I figured it out. But so if it's landscaping or window cleaning or pressure washing or whatever kind of home service business you have, and you're thinking about adding on gutters, like, I'd say it's probably worth it, because now I'm done. It's 3 o'clock. I got a coaching call here in about 45 minutes. And so a day well spent, I would say. I would say definitely something you should think about doing. Again, I really have put it off for most of the years I've been doing this, but I've probably added about $1,500 this year in gutter cleaning, which that might not be a lot for the guys who have been doing it a lot, but I haven't. So definitely worth it. And you got to go up and you got to get a little dirty. But you know, that's kind of this whole thing, right? Again, for me, I'm my own boss, and I'm not in a cubicle, and that's the kind of freedom that I like. So with that said, a quick little video about gutter cleaning there, little add-on to my business. Wednesday, I plan on dropping a little bit more of like a fitness, health, you know, how that all comes together in my business, which today, there was a lot of moments I was glad I was decently strong, to be honest, moving my ladder around, having my bucket full of dirt. So health and wellness is a huge part of this. So in the meantime, enjoy the here while you're working to get there.